turning now to the southwest border, where the U.S. is learning that DHS is warning border agents to be on the lookout for migrants from Guinea using bogus passports. We're told the migrants are changing their age in their passports so they can claim that they are unaccompanied minors, supposedly giving them a better chance of getting into the U.S. But it's not clear that the fake passports really make much difference. NewsNation's Ali Bradley is live for us tonight from Lukeville, Arizona. Ali, if you'd think these falsified documents would be enough to refuse entry to the migrants, but that's not the case. They get in?
Yeah, so this is where that alert was sent out here in the Tucson sector in Lukeville, Elizabeth. And I talked to CBP today, and they say that those individuals are going to be going through the process just like anyone else who shows up at the southern border. And then we want to show you this. Take a look at these numbers that we just got into NewsNation here, showing that just a year and a half ago, Border Patrol agents actually encountered just a few dozen migrants from the West African country of Guinea. Fast forward to just after the summer, more than 4,500 were encountered last month alone. That is a 1,200% increase from the summer. Now, this internal alert that we're talking about here tonight, it was sent out to agents in the Tucson sector, and it warns of those fake or altered documents that are being used by some people coming from the capital of Guinea. Now, it warns that some of these migrants from Guinea may have been coached by officials within their own government to change their age on their passport so that they can enter as an unaccompanied minor, upping their chance of remaining in the U.S., potentially seeing less scrutiny. Now, border officials also warning that a criminal group in Guinea has allegedly stolen some of those blank passports as well and is now selling those with falsified information. That DHS alert specifically tells agents to be on the lookout from people coming from the capital after June of 2023. Now, we talked with Congressman Juan Ciscomani, who represents the Tucson sector. He says this is extremely concerning. Take a listen.
Unfortunately, the easiest to come into the country with whatever you have, and they're still going to that extent to prove that they're somebody else. That's troubling. That's troubling. Why are these passports and these IDs being burnt? They said to fake an age, fake an ID to claim asylum when from a country that maybe that doesn't qualify or is not within the qualifications to seek asylum. None of the reasons or none of the options, I don't know which one it is, but none of them sound promising or good to any of us. So we should be troubled by that.
Now, Elizabeth, this all really underscores what FBI Director Christopher Wray has disclosed, along with former Border Patrol chiefs who say basically we have gaps in our intel. What we have for the vetting processes from these individuals coming from all these countries. 170 nations have been represented at our southern border. We don't have access to all those databases. So when someone comes in, whoever they say that they are, if they don't flag in the system when biometrics are run, that's their retina scans, their face scans, and their fingerprints. If they don't flag in the system or aren't on FBI's watch list or on Interpol, Elizabeth, they are who they say they are.
Yeah, I'm still puzzled as to why they're changing their birth dates if they're going to get in no matter what birth date they have. But it does raise questions if those kinds of things are being, altered. Maybe other important data is being altered on other passports as well. I'm sure they're investigating and looking into that. Ali Bradley, as always, on the U.S.-Mexico border from Arizona tonight. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.